Black Friday to you. My name is Marlo Smith, and thank you so much for shopping with us at HSN. We've talked about the fact that there are many choices, but we've got a lot of great things for you. And now we're going to be featuring for you these great Arctic gloves for the person that works outdoors and really needs a heated glove. So maybe you even commute, or maybe you live in areas where it snows and you're responsible for getting out there and clearing the sidewalk and clearing the driveway and getting the snow off the car. It's hard to do that when it's freezing outside and your hands are frozen. Well, these are quality gloves that will allow that person, and even if it's you or if you're giving this as a gift to someone, to be able to keep their hands nice and warm. These are battery operated adjustable heated gloves, and Bill Duggan is joining us as our guest expert to tell us more about it. And build these. The quality, I put them on. Right. I've never had to shovel snow. I'm a native Floridian. Count your blessings. I know I'm a native Floridian, but I've gone skiing a couple of times in life, and this would be great. And I obviously travel up north when it's really cold. It's a great product to have. The padding, the comfort is phenomenal. But even if you're sitting outside waiting for the kids to get off the bus, or cheer them on at the football game, your fingers start to get cold. You're going to be covered. You have that friend who comes over and helps shovel your walkway, your driveway. Maybe this is your thank you. I want to take you on a quick tour because these are really phenomenal. One, you can see the padding and the cushion, so it's really comfortable, yet I still have all my dexterity. A nice textured pad, so if I have to grab the shovel or the scraper, I'm good to go. Notice my thumb right here, that nice little suede element. You're gonna love this one, Marlo. Have you ever been in the cold and you start to get a runny nose? Yes, yes. It's like a built-in tissue. Literally, it's so you can wipe your nose and then clean this off. I don't know what to think about that. I don't know if that's gross or... It's practical, because you get like this, you get a little drip and you can wipe it off. Well, come on, let's be honest, we've all done it. Exactly. Well, when in doubt, you have it right there. Also, it's adjustable right here, so you can really make it nice and snug, so no snow's gonna go up your glove, which is awesome. And there's even that reflective stripe right along there. So if you have that runner, the person who's out late, hanging lights or shoveling snow, you're good. And then right here's where the magic happens. This is your battery pack. You can actually take out the battery pack if you'd like, or you can actually run it with or without the battery pack, and then that's where you turn on and off the glove. And then you have a heating element on the inside to keep your hands nice and warm. There's nothing worse when your hands are wet and they're cold. Yes, or nothing worse when you're having a great time on the slopes or in that snowball fight, but you're getting a little cold and you try this and you try rubbing it together. But when you can turn on that heating element, it really just makes the outside that much more enjoyable. I've given these to my brother-in-law because it's like, what do you get someone? And I know he's out there snowboarding and skiing and playing with the kids. It's perfect. And I want to show you this before and after difference. Because right here, we're in the snow. We're having fun. I don't know if you guys can read this at home. It's 29 degrees, or 28 degrees in our ice and snow right there. Can you guys see that? I don't know. I'm trying to help you out there. 28 degrees. I'm gonna go inside my glove and look at this. It's 68 degrees plus. We get right inside. I mean, it's nice, warm, and cozy, which is what we want at the end of the day. We want more warmth. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to help you out right there. 63, let's see, we could probably even get up higher than that. I had it up to 80 degrees earlier. But when you're in that snow, you're not gonna have to be experiencing the elements out there, because your gloves are that much warmer and that much more cozy. So I want to take you through the colors because you need to see what the choices are. And then we're going to talk about size, because one size fits most. Yep. On my cards, it actually says, not that we know the size of our hands, but it says fits 9 3/4 of an inch to 12 1/2. So I'm imagining these will probably fit most people. I also want to show you this. Look at how far down they go down your arm. Right, exactly. And it's going to warm pretty much the palm of your hands. The palm of your hands. So just so that you are clear about that. So the color that I have is that wonderful red color. It's a deep red, and it's got a little piping that's done in the gray. And they're actually adjustable. So if you need a little bit more room, you can see that you can adjust these and make them as snug as you'd like. We've got a navy blue with a black, we have a black, and then we have what we're calling a charcoal. Right. So this is a brand new product, but it's smart because a lot of you are working outside, you're catching the bus, you might be waiting for someone, you're attending the sporting events, maybe for the fun, that's what you love doing. Yeah. This gives you an opportunity to be able to have battery operated. So they're gonna heat the palms of your hands for hours and hours and hours and hours. It's a really nice gift, and they're super comfortable. And it's a practical gift because, we do have to go outside. I mean, 71, I had it again up to 80 degrees.
degrees, but look how cold it is outside. And it's just getting colder. You're gonna be prepared. You're giving someone the gift of comfort and practicality, which is important. Because yes, when the wind chill gets up there, we're gonna be nice and toasty. And you know what, maybe sometimes I don't need that heating element, but when I do, it's right there within reach. Good point. And you talked about the design of this. You look at that big cuff. This is great for those snowboarders and snowball fighters, because I put this on, which is great. I can strap this down, which again, nothing's gonna go up, but you see how long that sleeve is. So I tuck my long underwear in there, I tuck my long sleeves in there, and nothing's gonna penetrate it. And that's the warmth that we get. So even without the heating element, these are phenomenal gloves. It has that textured pad, it has the nose wipe right here, has that reflective stripe, but then when you really, you know, this isn't cutting it anymore. And you really just need.
I think I heard you say underwear. Okay.
You haven't been up north. You wear your long underwear. You tuck in your sleeves. So yeah, you stay warm and cozy.
Do you mean long johns?
Yeah, same thing.
Okay,
Different
same thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
I went there. I'm talking underwear.
I know.
It's all good.
I just wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Hey, you're paying attention.
Well, yeah. I was like, okay, that's interesting.
Right.
But here's the thing. I like these better than the things that I've seen in some of the stores. You know, the little ones that you...
Oh, the little packs.
Yeah, the little packs. Because they don't last very long.
Exactly.
The fact that this is battery operated is going to give you hours and hours, because there are a lot of you that literally work outside, right? Think about the people that are delivering your packages, the people that are delivering the food, the drivers, the Uber drivers, the people at the airport that are taking in your luggage.
Right.
So we all know people that work outside and make a living working outside, and we all know people that enjoy all sorts of wonderful activities outside. I like football. I actually like tailgating too.
It's fun. It can get cold.
It's fun.
Yeah.
But you're right. So here's a way for you to be able to keep your hands nice and warm. And like I said, one of the things that I like is the length of it. Because most gloves are a little short. They kind of stop here. I like that they made them really nice and long.
So you can tuck your long blouse sleeve into there.
Not your underwear?
Each their own. But you want to be comfy and cozy. Well, it's funny because, yeah, your long johns, they have long sleeves and they go,
Yeah, I get it. We know what you mean.
Or your thermals.
Your thermals.
Thermal underwear was what we called it growing up. But yeah.
Okay, well, perfect.
Here I go.
Well, here's the thing. Red is the most popular choice. If you like to have the red, you can order that one. But they're all good looking. I mean, you've got your navy, your black, and your gray. I want to remind you again that they offer to you a chance. One size fits most. So whether it's a smaller person, like a teenager, or to an adult, they'll work. Sizes 9 3/4 to 12 and 12 and a half. I have, I would say, small to medium size hands. So, and they go all the way up to 12 and a half inches. So it's a really, really great ruby glove.
And you see that reflective stripe. So if you're that runner, you just happen to be outside, it's gonna help make yourself be seen. The design is just phenomenal in terms of the design work on the inside. So you can grab that shovel or whatever you need, your poles if you're skiing. And remember, on that thumb, what do you have? You have that nice suede texture, which is washable. You can hand wash it off if you do get the runs or the drips. And then inside you have this battery pack. 4 AA batteries, you can pop it inside.
Oh, that's nice.
And remember, maybe you don't even want to take the battery pack with you because it's springtime, but you want to put your keys somewhere. You want to put something in there, you could have that little pocket built in, which is just phenomenal. I like that idea. Multi-purpose, right? And then it's the design. It comes down that big cuff, that elastic strap that goes right over the wrist so nothing gets inside, and when you put your hands inside, it's like picking up that warm chocolate chip cookie, because it's warm and it's comfort, and it's like, okay, we can wait another inning, we can wait another, quarter of the football game, whatever you're doing outside, or you know what, I can get through another few set of stairs, because it gets cold, and it's getting colder, and it's just a practical gift.
Boy, they really do keep your hands nice and warm. I just took my hands out, and now I want to put my hands back in the inside.
And you can. I mean, we're 20 degrees, 40 degrees warmer inside our glove, and it's going to be temperature controlled.
Yeah, these are really nice.
Facing outside.
Yeah.
And remember, even without the heating element, it's a phenomenal value, a phenomenal piece of comfort to give someone 70 degrees of warmth when it's how cold outside? 27 degrees and wet.
A big difference, major difference. I want to show this to you. It's hard to see because the inside is all done in black, but the padding in the inside is nice and plush.
Full, yes.
It's really great. So it's like a coat for your hands. That's the best way to describe it, because it's, again, nice and padded, and the padding goes all the way down. Can you see just how thick that is? All the way down to your fingers. Now with the battery pack, it's gonna warm predominantly the palm of your hand. So I want you to know that. But that padding, which is gonna provide that extra warmth, goes all over. And the fact that it's battery operated means it can be all day.
Yep.
If you're working out, if you've got an 8-hour shift and you're outside all 8 hours, that battery is gonna last and last and last. That's the benefit. And I tell you, if you've ever purchased those disposable ones, or, you know, those can be very expensive.
Minutes.
And they last for a few minutes, maybe a half an hour, and that's it. Then what do you do after that? So this is smart, it's practical, but it's really gonna keep that person's hands really warm, and it's gonna keep them warm all day long, day after day, day after day. So hours and hours of warmth, secure grip for all types of outdoor activities, you know?
I mean, that list is endless. There's snowmobilers, there's people who just have to walk the dog, and maybe it's for the mailman. Maybe it's your UPS guy. You want him to be nice and warm and cozy. That reflective stripe for visibility. The built-in toggle, which I didn't even go into that much, because these are designed perfectly on their own, but that warmth, and you bring up those little packs. Why do we buy them? Just to take that chill off. We can just turn on our gloves and it's gonna do it for us. We can turn them off, or we can leave them on all day. It's options. Have you ever had that older pair of gloves? You just love them because it's a good fit, but they don't do all this, or you take your hand out and the whole lining comes out with it, and you're like, oh, darn, now I gotta try to reconfigure this. So when it's nice and snug, and your fingertips are
what I like
filling out perfectly.
And I wanna show them this, because you talked about the toggle.
Exactly.
So this is a smart design, because you know what you're doing? When you can pull that, that means you are locking out all that cold air. So you're locking it out here.
In the snow.
And then you've got this. So you can even adjust it. And really, so you've got double security here.
I feel like you're getting me ready to go play in the snow.
I think so too. But you're actually sealing out all the cold, all the wetness on the outside. And these are really, really nice. So they're $29.95. Over 500 have been ordered. Free shipping on everything. Flex pay on everything. You have until January 31st. Hardest part is choosing a color. And they're all great. I know that the red has been the most popular and is the most limited, but we've got our navy, we've got the black and the charcoal, and one size fits most. Men or women, I mean, any men, women, and children. We're all outside at some point, right? Shoveling in the snow, waiting on the bus. You know, you talked about building a snowman.
Sure.
Right? I was looking at the Thanksgiving parade yesterday, and I saw everybody with their hats on and their gloves
Especially when you're not used to it. When, like, if you travel up to New York or Minnesota,
you're right.
You want to be prepared. Whether you need the heat or not, you've got
New
great
Year's
gloves.
Eve, have you guys ever been to the city and watched the ball drop? I did that one year, and you're out there for hours and hours
and once
and
was
hours.
Enough, wasn't it? And you're like, don't need to do that again.
Well, I've never done it again, but yeah.
But the thing is, you want to be prepared.
Fun.
And you want your kids prepared, you want your friends prepared. So we just went from 28 degrees, 27 degrees, to a nice warm 70 toasty degrees. You have that reflective stripe as well. I gotta remind everyone, Marlo, this is the only show of the day. So we aren't airing these again, I don't even think all weekend. So if you know a need, or someone who needs gloves or uses them, upgrade them.
The other thing is, this is the only quantity that we're getting for the year. So if you'd like to have them, what a wonderful gift idea. Remember, you don't even have to make a final decision about what you're going to give this holiday season. If you think you might want to give this as a gift to someone, go ahead and buy it. You get it on the flex pay, and you'll still have until the end of January to make a final decision. But very limited quantities. I really do think you're going to love them. Now that I've taken my hands out, I noticed such a dramatic difference once you take your hands out of them. So it's a really wonderful product. Thank you for your orders. We're going to take all of the calls that are coming in. It is Black Friday, everybody. Can you imagine it's here? But we've got you all set up for success. Bill is going to be coming back.
Oh, yeah?
We've got the only airing of that cool hoverboard that's going to be coming up at a great value. So if anybody wants to give that as a gift,